Welcome everyone to Finding Life. My name is Jeff, and we're here to help you find life, enjoy life, and win in life. Today, I want to talk about winning in life again, but I want to talk about running your race to win. Let's go ahead and turn to 1 Corinthians chapter 9. And I'm already there. 1 Corinthians chapter 9, starting in verse 24, says, "Do you not know that those who run in a race all run, but one receives the prize? Run in such a way that you may obtain it, or run so that you may win. And everyone who competes for the prize is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a perishable crown, but we for an imperishable crown. Therefore I run thus, not with uncertainty, thus I fight, not as one who beats the air, but I discipline my body and bring it into subjection, lest when I have preached to others, I myself should become disqualified." So that's verse 24 to 27. So what do we see first of all in verse 24? Verse 24, we see this. He says, run to win. Run to win. Everyone run. There is a race. We're all running a race. Life is a race. That's what he's comparing our life to a race. This is a race. He says, now run. Live or run this race. Live our life to win. Don't just run for the sake of running. He said, number one, verse 24, run to win. Verse 25, he says, be disciplined in all things. Right? They're temperate or disciplined in all things. And then verse 26 says, listen, he says, I'm not this race, this running, this fight that we're in. I'm not running with uncertainty, and I'm not fighting as I'm not shadowboxing. So what is he saying? He's saying here, I am not uncertain, and I am not pretending. See, when it comes to your life and my life, when it comes to our life, we're not to live in uncertainty or just pretending, just going through the motions, just copying. No, we are to be intentional and purposeful about living our life to win and to fulfill God's given assignment for our lives. That's what we're to do. So we don't back off, right? We don't back down. We don't give up. We don't retreat. We don't withdraw. We don't quit. Because we are running to win. We're running to win. Let's go to Ephesians chapter 5. Ephesians chapter 5. Ephesians chapter 5 says this, verse 15, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise." So how do the wise walk? The wise walk circumspectly. Well, that doesn't mean anything to me. What does the word circumspectly mean? Well, the word circumspectly means, in the Amplified, it means accurately. The Amplified says this, live purposefully. Live purposefully. So we are to live purposefully. Verse 16, redeeming the time. In other words, what are we spending our life on? What are we redeeming, purchasing? We're to redeem the time. We're to make wise purchases with our time. We're to live our life making wise purchases with our time. Why? Because the days are evil. Therefore, do not be unwise. And I like the Amplified. It says, do not be thoughtless, foolish, and vague, but understand or firmly grasp what the will of the Lord is. So we're to live purposefully, not being thoughtless, foolish, or vague, right? No pretending, no uncertainty. We're purposeful and intentional. Philippians chapter 3, we'll close here. Philippians chapter 3, the Apostle Paul says this, verse 13. He says, listen, family, guys, he says, I do not count myself to have apprehended but one thing. He says, I haven't got a hold of everything, but I tell you what, I have got a hold of one thing. I got a hold of this. And what is that? He says, I forget the things that are behind. I reach or I stretch forward to those things which are ahead. I press towards the goal for the prize of the upward call or the upward invitation of God in Christ Jesus. So we are to forget the things that are behind. Don't let your past hinder and hold you back. Forget the things that are behind, and then we stretch forward. We reach and stretch forward. We press, also press toward the goal for the prize of the upward call of God in Christ Jesus. So, what's my encouragement? Run your race to win. And we'll see you next time.